not gonna be easy. Everywhere I look, something reminds me of her.
I love the Naked Guns. I thought that they were really funny.
Thank you.
The Naked Gun original movies, they were fun and a lot of giggles.
I knew that eventually our dream would come true. One day we'd have our own little Frank Drebin Jr.
I did see the first Naked Gun in theater. I was a little young for it, but I didn't want to admit that. So I was getting probably half the jokes.
We also would like
and just laughing along to the half that I didn't get.
I was a big fan of the Naked Gun movies.
I still don't think I should tell you.
Can you spot me at 20? How about now?
All right, I'm going down to Ludwig's office.
Naked Gun is something we need right now.
Nothing to see here!
We need to laugh at something that's trying to take itself too seriously.
How hot and wet do you like it?
Very hot and awfully wet.
And we need more Liam Neeson.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad, the new version. Our film has the same tone as the originals. It certainly does not insult them. And it is called Naked Gun. Cover me.
They're just such crazy, silly comedies.
She had a full set of curves.
It was the kind of dressing down you usually have to pay for in the basement of a laundromat. But
She had the kind of hips you wanted to put a hula hoop on and spin. The kind that
Fellas, do you mind?
Definitely the inspiration comes from the original Naked Gun. Having Akiva direct, he definitely put his own twist on it.
Pretty smooth.
Hey, guys!
So I got the call saying, how would you like to do a new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson?
I tell you, this place is falling apart.
And that kind of opened my mind to the possibilities of how it could be a new thing, how it could exist alongside the old Naked Gun and honor the old Naked Gun and take the spirit of the old Naked Gun, but maybe be a new movie.
Now that is a real man.
Here's a picture of Leslie Nielsen. We knew we wanted our Frank Drebin Jr. to be a junior, so we thought it'd be fun to have where he comes up to the shrine and pay respect to the legend and to the character.
Hi, Daddy.
That kind of says it all, right? He can look up to his dad. He can respect the old movie.
I want to be just like you, but at the same time, be completely different and original.
My part of this was really just having the thought that Liam Neeson would be really funny in a Naked Gun reboot. It's really the extent of my contribution to this iteration. Akiva and his team came along and were able to kind of crack the nut that we weren't. He just took it and ran with it, and 100% of the credit goes to him. That's been fun, to really see this piece of IP that I grew up with and that I loved, and watch him take this and give a real reason for doing a reboot.
There's a famous montage from the first Naked Gun that is very enjoyable. And in this one, we were like, man, how do we do a montage that feels completely different from that? There's been so many montages in so many movies doing kind of 80s love montages. And I was trying to think of a fresh approach. And at 4 in the morning, I woke up and it came to me and I literally just wrote beat for beat the bullet points into my phone's notes app. And it's almost identical to what is in the movie. A CG snowman was what everybody assumed it had to be right off the bat, and we kept going, no, it should be a puppet. It should be a person in a suit. And it ended up being the Henson Company that was able to do it, and they did such a good job making that suit. A very nice puppeteer would get into that suit, and then another puppeteer would be off to the side controlling eyebrows so that the eyebrows could get angry. It was just a delight every time it was on set. That's the dream, is to think up something like the snowman and then have people building it and coming and doing all the goofy stuff with it. I was very happy with the snowman. You're never gonna do better than the first movie. You can only hope to do different.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Leslie Nielsen is so singular that if you tried to chase what he did specifically and how he performed,
Bingo.
it'll just seem like a pale impersonation.
Akiva was terrific to work with. He's from the world of Saturday Night Live. He's very smart, very good writer. The comedy genre is kind of new for me. I relied on him a lot. He was terrific to work with.
It's definitely a whole new muscle. It took a little bit of training by Akiva.
Massive cutie pie like you? You'll be very popular. Probably have your mugshot go viral online. The sexy jailbird. Is that what you want?
You don't need a laugh track. You don't need the actor to indicate how funny it is. Even if you think something is funny, you can't in any way allude to the fact that you think it's funny. So you kind of leave it for the audience to figure out how funny it is.
Now you're a new me. Farting guy. Is that what you want? To be the farting guy?
No, I don't want to be a farting guy. A lot of things are very farcical.
Make one more move, and I'll blow its freaking computer brains all over this floor.
That's where I trust Akiva completely. I know he's got my back, but that we can push it a bit as well.
4 wheels move the body, 2 wheels move the soul. It's a famous quote I got from Quotes.com.
There's a scene, for example, where we all get on motorbikes, and I say, you guys can ride, right?
You fellas know how to ride, right?
And they all go, yeah! And the bikes take off, and they all crash against each other, and they fall off. It's a disaster. So there are these moments which are very Naked Gun, hilarious, and yes, slapstick. After that, you gotta stay in character and keep going on that motorbike until maybe an owl shits on your visor.
Thank you, Daddy.
Comedy, it's a wonderful, entertaining thing. The laughter in a film like Naked Gun is a participation.
Come on, my wild hog!
I hope that the laughter has a physical effect.
Come on, Daddy. Enough playing around.
It's an enormous joy to get to be a part of this continuation.
Big shoes to fill, but we certainly did our best. I really am tickled to be working with the likes of Liam Neeson and be a part of the storied history of these comedy films. Go on, take it and go.
I think people are kind of starved for it.
I'm sorry I can't hear you.
I think they're starved for something like The Naked Gun.
Lieutenant Trevor.
Me too.
We all want to laugh so bad. I'm always scouring, trying to find something to make me laugh. Well, here you are.
This is the perfect time to bring Naked Gun back. It's just an absolute classic. This has a specific niche, a specific style.
What are you having?
In terms of carrying the mantle, we have created something that is its own thing, and we love where it came from, but I'm very proud of what we created ourselves.
Can I get you a drink? Just water, sparkling.
Give me the strongest thing you got.
There's layers. Like if you see it once, if you see it the next time, you might see something different. There's a lot of references and funny things in the background.
Who organizes a bank robbery and doesn't keep the cash?
I think the first Naked Gun movie is a perfect movie. And I don't think we can ever top it or do better than it.
Thank you, Car. I'm starting to really like you.
But what we can do is a little different and kind of honor the spirit of it and try some new stuff. And I think if you come in with an open mind, you'll enjoy this one and hopefully enjoy it a lot.
Help me, Daddy. What'll we do? It's a thrilling experience. It is, especially when it's a comedy. I will fix this. Thanks.
What the hell, man?
I really hope people treat themselves and just unplug from the crazy world and come into our crazy world of Frank Drebin for just 2 hours. I think you're really going to be pleased with the outcome.
Oh! 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 What the?
Coffee?
No, more sneezy today.
You said it yourself. The world was better before.
Now I say, bring on the future. Sure, some of it's bad, but also allows us to get turn-by-turn driving directions, see cute cat videos, and of course, Swedish erotica. Well, Seth MacFarlane, who's an old pal, called me up a couple of years ago and dangled the idea of me doing this reboot of this character. And I said I was interested. It's as simple as that.
Liam is game for a lot. If he trusts you, he'll try anything. The first time I spoke to him, he said, I'm not a comedian. This is not what I do. I'm not a comic.
Code check.
Champagne.
He really wanted to make it clear that, like, I'm not gonna deliver jokes. I'm not gonna deliver comedy. I'm gonna do what I do, and it's gonna be on the page. Luckily, that's the essence of what these kinds of movies are.
Liam's one of the remaining true, like, old school movie star leading men with gravitas. Sometimes during prep, we would think, oh my God, what if Liam doesn't do the movie? Who else would you cast? And there was nobody underneath him in the list. There was no second choice to even be had, because there's nobody like him out there.
If it's a fight you want, very well.
Liam Neeson is a great choice because he is a serious actor, and he's a great hero, one that belongs to the film noir world.
Oh! Have you ever actually been in a fight before?
Yeah, I have. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna barf.
And to act opposite him, hearing some of the lines is fantastic because they're delivered straight, and I believe that makes them all the funnier.
Man, that was awesome.
The worst thing in the world for a film like Airplane or like The Naked Gun is when you have somebody who comes in and wants to be funny.
Says you served 20 years for man's laughter. Must have been quite the joke.
That's just death for a movie like this. The acting has to be real and sincere.
Out of their own, too.
What is this city coming to?
Liam really understands that. He's not out there trying to ham it up. He's not there trying to be funny. He's not trying to make jokes. He's doing what he does and trusting the material. And I think that's why it works so well.
Drebin, Miss Detective Frank Drebin.
He's had such an incredible career, starting in theater and just kind of being part of this acting royalty. It was intimidating. I was afraid to meet him. But once we got going, I mean, he's such a gentleman, he's such a sweetheart, and he's so giving and generous and was so complimentary and supportive.
That's better.
You can't help but fall in love with Liam.
If you'll excuse me, we're having a birthday party, and I'm the best singer in the office.
Oh my gosh, Liam Neeson's the best. I've been a fan of his for years, but seeing him in this role, he really owns the comedy, and off camera, he's very funny and self-deprecating. I'm kind of used to, in other movies or TV, being the really wild person, so it was nice to take a back seat and let him be the butt of the joke while I'm kind of the audience POV sometimes.
And who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
Liam Neeson, honestly, is one of my great heroes in the acting world. So watching him and always noticing, I was like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like him. So when I did my checkup, when I went to set, they said, do you want to meet Liam? He's right around the corner doing fight rehearsal. And I became a little boy, and I got really scared and shy. And they were like, no, he'll want to meet you. And I was like, I don't want to bother him. And then I poked my head around the corner, and he saw me right away. He was like, Kevin Durand. And he came and shook my hand and told me that he was excited that I was there and that he loved my work. And it's so funny. They say don't meet your heroes, but Liam Neeson is even better than I could have imagined, and so fun to work with, and compassionate, generous, very committed, fun guy.
You don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
My brother. You shot him.
That could literally be thousands of people.
Shot him in the back as he ran away.
Hundreds.
Unarmed.
At least 50.
Liam Neeson brings a completely different style to it. I'm a pro wrestler, that's what I do, so the idea that Liam Neeson's gonna bang my head on this bar is just amazing.
Good. Liam's made so many action movies that his main stunt guy, Mark Vanslow, they have a shorthand.
We've been working together for over 20 years now and over 25 films, so it's been an absolute pleasure, and I've learned a lot along the way.
There was a real back and forth and a real camaraderie between Mark and Akiva and Liam that I think really shows in all the fight sequences, in all the gags that we're doing.
So it was really excellent getting to have the two of them on the movie, because Mark would work with the team and choreograph like the opening bank sequence with all the stuff, and I'd work with him for a while.
And then, okay!
And then when we had it really nice, Liam would show up and they could just go off for 2 days, practice it, and they would have it down. I don't even know what the magic was that would happen there. I would just show up to set and Liam would know all the parts. It was awesome having people that are much more familiar than me. I could just work on the creative of why it was going to be funny.
What did I learn from doing the comedy genre? I'm still learning, I think. Probably never to do it again. Thanks.
She's just perfect because she seems like somebody they would have cast back in the 90s, but then also she's on this personal trajectory and second act of her career that feels very modern. Felt like she, as a human being, also represents what this movie's trying to do, which is evoke memories and feelings from these kind of movies from the 90s, but update them for 2025.
What you want for that character is Pam Anderson, so why not get Pam Anderson?
Great.
I've just kind of restarted my career, so I did Broadway and then I did The Last Showgirl, and I thought it would be a nice juxtaposition to do a high comedy after doing a drama. If it's a drama or a high comedy, you still put the work in. It's not easy, even though it looks easier. It's definitely not easier. Akiva and I talked a lot about her backstory, and he's very scientific with the jokes, but I also really wanted to bring honesty and authenticity to the character and vulnerability.
What the hell are you doing here?
I told you I wasn't gonna sit around and wait.
You want somebody with presence, but you can't have somebody who's gonna bring so much to it that it feels like they're in on the gag. Pam was just in that pocket where she felt real and sincere, but at the same time, very much like a throwback to an ingenue from the 50s or 60s from a film of that era.
Rough night?
There's just enough of that natural Marilyn Monroe-ishness that you saw in Jane in the original that she brings to the table.
Is this crazy?
It's been a long time. I'm afraid I may have forgotten how to kiss.
Liam and Pam's chemistry, electric. Hot. Wet. I had no clue if it would work or not until they got together.
Heads up, Frank. You got a visitor.
That's okay. I'll deal with it.
We just got lucky that they really liked each other on and off camera.
Over here, detective.
For Pam, it was such a thrill to be doing this part. Her enthusiasm helped the chemistry between her and Liam.
They just jumped into the deep end. It was really just as soon as they started doing their sexy double indemnity style dialogue to each other that it was like, oh, yeah, it's all there.
Please, take a chair.
No, thank you. I have plenty of chairs at home.
She's terrific to work with, and I always looked forward to it. She's certainly become a new pal.
That's a very big cup. It's very nice. Liam's fantastic. It's very interesting to work with such an incredible actor because I'm just soaking it in like a sponge. I feel like I'm new at this, so I really pay attention and watch and observe him on and off camera. How he conducts himself is really incredible to witness and to learn from. Oh.
Pamela Anderson as Beth is extraordinary.
This is Miss Cherry Roosevelt. Fat bozo chowing spaghetti.
Oh, what an interesting name. She's a combination of Rita Hayworth, Mae West, Jessica Rabbit. But she's actually none of them. She's Pamela Anderson. And she has approached this in the most coquettish, fun, deceptive way. My favorite scene is Pamela performing this song, etched in my mind and will be forever after.
This one's for my electric new friend. Sassafras chicken and D. Make it extra lumpy, boys.
Wow. It's an emotional roller coaster of a song. Oh.
I'm fine.
I spent a day or two as an audience member watching her. It was one of the most entertaining times I've ever had on a film set. I'm sure it'll be a hit, just the song alone.
Let's bass.
Yeah.
I love the Naked Guns. Everyone needs a good giggle. This movie definitely has some of those in them. It's just one laugh after another. The fact that they even thought of me for this was so exciting. So I'm glad I did it. On second thought, I will take that chair.
I love the Black Eyed Peas. Will.i.am, Apple, D-App, Taboo. Don't forget Fergie. I would never forget Fergie.
How did I get involved in this project? You're right. How did I get involved? Oh, yes, I received a call from Akiva.
What a wonderful surprise. Fine, thank you.
With a new Naked Gun, very much like the Zuckers, I tried to take kind of the spirit of their style of comedy and their style of jokes.
Lieutenant, the feeling is mutual.
And specifically that they would cast dramatic actors. So we were very lucky to get Danny Huston.
Whoa. Hi, Susan. Richard Kane is somewhat of an archetype evil guy who wants to be tough. He is tough. What am I saying?
Yeah.
I read the script and I thought, I don't know how some of the things were going to be possible. My other slight concern was how to deliver these lines straight. And he said, just do that.
Remember me?
Well, hello, Miss Cherry Roosevelt, Fat Bozo, Charming Spaghetti.
Danny brought the sense of reality and gravitas, and that's kind of the goal. Play it like an actor who is so dumb they don't realize what they're saying is funny, and they're just playing the scene.
I was hoping you could let me take a look at your security footage.
Oh, may I ask why?
Go right ahead.
That's a different muscle. I've never used that acting muscle before. It's a bit of a tightrope. Reactions which take you out of character for a second, and then you got to get back in. And since Akiva is so versed in comedy and understands how those pauses work and how they will work in the editing, I have to relinquish all of that to him and trust him entirely, which I do.
When looking for the iconic #2 main henchman, you want someone with an iconic look. If they're not even speaking and they're just standing right next to the bad guy, a step behind them, you don't forget that that's who you're looking at. And so Kevin Durand is so perfect for it and such a good actor that I thought he wouldn't do it.
Make sure he doesn't cause any more distractions.
Yes, sir.
Gustafsson is a man of very few words, so I end up reacting to Danny a lot of the time.
I know what I mean. So just let me do the talking.
This is a crab hand.
I've met him. Put the phone away.
Getting to watch and react to such a great actor, it's very easy to do. I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun.
The days where he'd have to fly in and just stand there, he was never not a delight. And then it was so worth it in the scenes like where he's with the binoculars. It just raises up every scene he's in, gets so much better because he's in it.
Okay.
I didn't know how I was going to play the comedy because I'm pretty rubber-faced and animated, and I've had to hold back on a lot of that because, you know, you're playing the seriousness of the moment and you let the actual situation be the funny part.
This isn't my normal car. That's not my normal gas. This isn't the normal way I pass.
With the getting dramatic actors kind of rule of this movie, Paul showed up, and it was just fun to get somebody who's so the opposite of Liam. The two of them together visually look like such a nice old school comedy pairing that felt really nice together.
I really trust Akiva with comedy, so I just told him I'm down to play the straight man to Frank Drebin Jr. and just stay locked into the reality of it.
I guess you really can't fight City Hall, huh?
No, it's a building. You know, so much of the screenplay written by those three dudes, Dan, Doug, and Akiva, made it really funny. So if you play it straight and honest, it sings.
Boy, do I miss you.
I love the Naked Gun movies. Teenage Paul would be in a fit, not understanding how lucky he got to be a part of the Naked Gun legacy.
It's screwball, it's slapstick, and just makes you laugh.
I remember watching these films as a kid and hearing my dad laugh, just shaking until he was crying. That's the kind of stuff that imprints on you. So to get to be a part of this reincarnation, it's an honor.
Wow. I don't like this. Where was I going to put the device? In the New Year's balls. The balls.
My interrogation scene is so fantastically ridiculous. I was chained to this hospital bed and I wake up and they tell me that I've been in a car accident, and then Liam Neeson's giving me this interrogation, and when he gets the information that he wants, the walls all fall away.
Did you get all that?
Every word.
And they keep falling away, doing new reveals.
Did we get all that?
We got it.
And you just keep heightening and building it, and the absurdity makes it all the more funny.
Did you get all that?
Loud and clear.
Got it?
The scene that is the most one-to-one direct spoof of something else from another real movie is the Mission Impossible hospital scene. Everything else, we're just trying to capture the spirit of the genre that we're spoofing, whether that is at that moment a police procedural or an old school noir or like a more modern big action blockbuster. But the Mission Impossible scene is a one-to-one spoof.
Impressive. Just one thing. How were you able to build these sets so quickly?
I just told some city contractors that I'd pull their licenses if they didn't help us.
Getting to put it together was really fun because you get to build a hospital room with walls that fall, and then another room with walls that go up to the ceiling, and then a third room where it's the soundstage walls as kind of a warehouse.
Our process was we prevised it, we animated it, and we built the scenery in animation, and we went through each step, and we did all the shots in animation, and then we were able to reverse engineer it from that information.
You're laying in this bed here, and these walls just fell down, and then all of a sudden there's another warehouse here, and you can see it up high. That's been flown up, and then there's one more as I take the walls down right now. We tried to make each material unique unto itself. I've done a lot of theater in my life, so it's basically a theater joke. You know, all the tricks, this is just not real.
What is happening?
How is getting a confession like this legal?
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to break the law. I do it all the time.
These walls are put on a cable, and they just dropped them. The cable kept them from hitting the floor too hard, but actually big walls will still float down, and they have pads on the back. You can see all the rigging up here, and this is all counter-rigged, and they literally pull this whole wall up. The brick walls are on like a rigged arbor system, and they motored them up. They built them as one unit, and they pulled them up. And then the other walls, we decided just it would be easier just to take them out.
It was all done practically. I mean, everywhere in the movie that we could do something for real, not using VFX, we did. It's just so much funnier when you can tell they really did it. Because I think it makes it way better.
Every time I was surprised by it because you really feel like you're in an actual room, in a hospital room, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, where am I actually? They achieved it every single time.
Hector Gutierrez, Department of Occupational Safety and Health. Officer Barnes, you are under arrest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Shooting in the arena was an interesting challenge.
The best thing we did was we hired really talented people, real fighters that do it every single day. So we came up with some concepts and some fighting ideas, and then they executed them.
5 minutes down, there's the horn signifying the end of round one.
This is our prima donna here.
Oh my God, it's almost time for the main event. I'm Michael Bisping, former UFC middleweight champion of the world.
I'm Jon Anik, I'm the play-by-play announcer for the UFC, and I am playing myself in the movie.
I love you. I love you. Never mind that, this is the legendary Wilbur Fitzgerald, Esquire.
And my nickname is...
Dan the Bloody Widowmaker Daly. Welcome, Dan.
I left my wife at home and she was wearing makeup. Said she didn't have any plans. What do you think that's about?
And a lot of people remember Dodger Stadium for the Naked Gun.
Hey! Say! What do you mean?
The fact that mixed martial arts has arrived in this way is pretty exciting for us. Well, none of this would be possible without tonight's chief sponsor, Eden Tech's Richard King.
What was it like shooting the New Year's balls scene?
Comms working. I'm in position. Nice work, Frank.
I have a particular design in mind where these New Year's Eve balls have to drop, which will cause a certain amount of chaos.
Even the device is called the plot device. The little device that's in these balls that come down.
I can't quite reach.
Like in Times Square, but we have two of them. And it's at the crypto.com arena. We call it the Ponzi scheme.com arena. People don't realize how complicated those things that fall in Times Square are. They're big, huge geodesic domes put together, two halves to make a round shape. They're covered with crystals, and the crystals spin. We didn't take it quite that far, but our balls did work very well.
What the hell is going on?
But the balls drop too early. So I discover that someone's messing with my balls. And his legs are sticking out of the balls.
The TV networks have blurred what's happening here, so I will try to paint a picture. The legs themselves are pale and white, sprinkled with cinnamon soft hair.
There might be an individual dangling inside of those, so I think that'll be me.
We really did hang the New Year's Eve ball from the roof of an arena, and a stunt person named Mark, who was doing Liam's stunts, had to be on a little catwalk up there and then flip his body upside down into the New Year's ball and have it descend from the ceiling. So he really did it.
Does not look that comfortable in there.
Over and over and over, with all the blood rushing to his head, and you'd look up and way up high you'd see his little legs coming out.
I got it. Okay, I'm gonna get out.